Derby County is the biggest club in League One. So welcome back to a brand new Goalhanger video where today I'm going to be discussing who is the biggest team in League One going into the 2022-2023 League One season. Now this is obviously going to cause controversy and I'm sure it's going to be a big talking point. A lot of fans will be disputing this throughout the season, but who is the biggest club? So in today's video I've picked 6 teams that I think are the biggest clubs in League One. I'm going to be discussing them, talking about their history, their current fan base side and stuff like that, and then at the end of the video I'll give my opinion. Obviously I'm going to be a little bit biased towards Derby County, but I will try and remain neutral and talk about everybody in the video in a fair and obvious way. So the 6 teams that I'm going to be talking about are Ipswich, Bolton, Sheffield Wednesday, Portsmouth, Derby County and Charlton. So the first club I'm going to be talking about are Ipswich Town. Now it's undoubtedly so that Ipswich are a massive club. They've won the First Division, the FA Cup and the European Cup. That's their 3 major honours. They currently get a massive 21,000 in at Portman Road on average. These are stats from last season. They on average take 1,800 away from home. Currently they do have a massive support. They're a huge club and they should be in the Championship realistically. The only thing that they can't seem to find the right formula for is the team on the pitch. I think a lot of Ipswich fans would have expected them to have gone back into the Championship a lot quicker, but currently they're just struggling to find that winning formula on the pitch to take them back up. Will this season be the one? Well, they're going to be up there, aren't they? Now the next team I'm going to be talking about are Bolton Wanderers, who did have ownership problems, which is the reason why they've dropped down. They ended up dropping down into League 2 from the Premier League as they kept going down the divisions. But I'm going to have to read off my script here pretty much as I'm not going to be able to remember how much they've won. But in terms of major honours, they've won 4 FA Cups, a Charity Shield. This isn't a major honour, but I thought I'd include it. A Football League trophy. They've competed in Europe in the last 20 years and they're one of the founding members of the Football League. And although they've never won the First Division / Premier League, they have been in it for a total of 73 seasons, which is pretty massive if you take that into account, considering I think Derby County, I think we're around 130 years old now. So to have been in the First Division for 73 seasons in total is absolutely huge. On average, they get 15,000 in at their stadium and they also take on average about 1,500 away from home, which is a very decent following for a 3rd Division side currently. Bolton are a big club and they are a historic club, one of the founding members of the Football League. It's unfortunate that they've had ownership problems in recent times, but the fans have stuck by them and they've always been well supported, whether it's at home or away. Next team now is Charlton Athletic. Now in terms of major honours, Charlton don't really have a rich history in comparison to some of the other big clubs in League One, but they have won an FA Cup and they did come runners up to the First Division in I think the 1936-1937 league season. Currently they average about 15,500 at the Valley and they get an average away following of about 1,000. It's a very decent home support and I sound like a broken record and I'm going to sound it like that throughout the video, but once again ownership problems have troubled Charlton. They've only dropped down to League One. They were in the Premier League 20 years ago, but unfortunately they dropped out of that and have been in decline ever since. But they are looking to bounce back into the Championship. In terms of Charlton's history, their better days lie in the lower divisions of English football, where they've won more titles down there and have won more cup competitions down in them lower divisions of English football. But overall, Charlton's big home support, the Valley, is a historic stadium. And Charlton, at the end of the day, they are a pretty big club in League One. Now, the next team I'm going to be talking about is Portsmouth, who arguably are the biggest club in League One. They are absolutely huge. And once again, I'm going to be saying it, they did have ownership problems, which is the reason they are in the 3rd Division. They did drop down to League 2 on a decline from being in the Premier League a few years back, but they have bounced back into League One. They'll be looking to bounce back into the Championship. But I'm going to once again have to read off my script for this because they've won a lot of major honours. They are one of only 5 English clubs to have won England's top 4 professional divisions. They've won 2 First Division titles, 2 FA Cups, 1 Community Shield, 1 EFL trophy, which I know isn't a major honour, but I thought I'd include it. They have competed in Europe in the last 20 years. They are a pretty big club. Fratton Park is an absolute fortress to go to, and that reflects in the average attendance of 17,800, and they have a pretty good away following of 1,400. Now, in my opinion, Portsmouth would be comfortable in the Premier League in terms of the size of the club and the following that they have and the history that they have. They would probably match up, if not better, than a lot of Premier League clubs. They're a huge club, but we're going to be talking about another huge club now, which you can compare them to, Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday have won 4 First Division titles, 3 FA Cups, 1 League Cup and a Community Shield. They average a massive 22,500 at Hillsborough every week, and they also take an average away following of 2,400. Once again, these stats are from last season, but they are an average. They narrowly missed out on promotion back to the Championship at the first time of asking, and they are arguably the biggest club in League One. I know I said that about Portsmouth, but they are just a massive club with a historic stadium, a lot of history, and like Portsmouth, they probably would be comfortable matching up against a Premier League side in terms of history and fan base. In my opinion, Sheffield Wednesday probably will have the best away support in League One this coming season. And that's not me being biased. Obviously, I would usually say that about Derby County. But in my opinion, Sheffield Wednesday do have the best away support in League One. Now for my team, Derby County. In terms of history, Derby, we've won 2 First Division titles, 1 FA Cup and 1 Community Shield. And we are obviously a founding member of the Football League like Bolton. Last season we were in administration and in the relegation zone, the Championship, for pretty much all of the season, but we did still average 22,000 home fans and an average away following of 1,800. Now, no matter how much I try and stay neutral, I do think Derby County are the biggest, if not one of the biggest, in League One. Because of our history and also because of the size of the club currently, we do have a very strong home support and a pretty decent away support. But like I did say, Sheffield Wednesday, in my opinion, have the best away support. Now, it's that time of the video, isn't it? You want to know what's my opinion on who is the biggest club in League One. Now, leave a comment down below who you think is the biggest club in League One and give a reason why. But if I take Derby County out of the equation, I think Sheffield Wednesday are the biggest club in League One, narrowly followed by Portsmouth, because them 2 clubs are just huge and historic in terms of how much silverware they've won in the past, and the current size of both clubs is absolutely massive. Now, all the clubs I mentioned in this video are huge in their own different ways, such as Charlton have a pretty strong home support and away support, but they don't have as many major honours such as Portsmouth or Sheffield Wednesday. But then again, Bolton Wanderers have competed in Europe in the last 20 years. So there's different factors which make these teams big clubs. And like I said, this is just my opinion at the end of the day. So let me know down below, do you agree with me? I've said Sheffield Wednesday, the biggest club in League One. If you take Derby County out of the equation, remember that if, because I do think Derby County are the biggest, if not one of the biggest in League One. Let me know down below what you think. If you have enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow my social medias in the description. I'll see you in the next one.